Hey dudes, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking, we're making twice baked potatoes. Now the thing about a twice baked potato is you bake it twice and that makes it nice. It's better than a once baked potato, cause you pull out the guts and you mix in some butter. You add some cheese and you mash it with ease. You put it back in and you bake it again. When you take it out, all the people will shout, twice baked potatoes, yeah! About a twice baked potato is we're gonna start out pretty much like a regular baked potato or a microwaved potato if you're a dirty rotten cheater like me. So I've got a potato here. I've just scrubbed it really well. You want to use something like a russet potato, like a fluffy potato that you would use for baking or mashing. So try to get them all about the same size, and I like about an 8-ounce potato to serve 2 people as a side dish or 1 person as a main dish. So I'm gonna go around and just make 3 little holes. I'm a little bit anal about this. It probably doesn't really matter, but I like to just try to do it like around sort of the lengthwise equator of the potato equator, so that when I cut it in half later, I'm not like each of my halves don't have holes in the skin. So you'll see what I mean in a second. I'm gonna throw this in the microwave until it's nice and tender. That's usually 5 minutes for 1 potato, or like 7 to 8 for 2 potatoes. 3 potatoes, 4 potatoes, 5 potatoes, 6 potatoes, etc. Stop talking and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so once your potatoes are nice and soft and wrinkly, you can see these little spots here where I pierced it originally. That's just to keep it from exploding in the microwave, making a big mess. So I'm gonna cut these in half, and these have cooled for a few minutes, so I'm not like burning myself. Now it's time to scoop out the guts. Have a bowl ready to put the guts in. We're just gonna scoop out the inside of the potato, leave about 1/4 of an inch around. I find that a serrated grapefruit spoon works really super duper for this. So if you can use one of those, that's great. If not, you can use a regular spoon, or you might need like a little paring knife to kind of help you out. Be a little bit careful not to poke all the way through or get too much out. So yeah, leave about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 centimeter. Is that right? Okay, and then just set your shells aside on a little baking sheet and I'll do the rest. So once all your potato guts are in your bowl, we can add basically we're making mashed potatoes here. So I'm gonna add some butter and some sour cream. You can use low fat or fat-free Greek yogurt if you prefer. And some salt and pepper. And we'll get this kind of mashed up together until it's fairly smooth. Okay, and then once that's nice and smooth, you can start to personalize it. So I'm gonna add some green onions. These have just been sliced really thin. Other things that are really good to add are steamed broccoli florets, or like little bits of ham or bacon bits. If you add stuff like that, then this can really be sort of a 1-dish meal, which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna add some grated cheese. I'm just gonna add about 1/2 of this, and then we'll use the rest of it to put on top. Okay, so once that's mixed up evenly, we're just gonna scoop it back into our potato shells, and you'll mound it up a little bit. And we'll just sprinkle each one of them with a little bit more cheese. And at this point, if you wanted to make these ahead of time, if you were making like a big fancy meal and you wanted kind of a fancy side dish, but you don't want to spend a lot of time on the day of, you can totally make these up to this point and then wrap them in plastic or cover them with some kind of airtight container and put them in the fridge until you're ready to cook them. And then you just want to add on maybe an extra 10 or 15 minutes on the cook time to make sure that they're heated all the way through. So I'm gonna put these in a 400-degree oven for about 15-20 minutes until the cheese is melted and the potatoes are hot all the way through. Okay, they're done. Got some crispy brown tops, the cheese is melted, and they feel hot to the touch. So let's See, I'll have this smaller ladylike one because these. Anyway, if you like this twice baked potato recipe, please also check out my scallop potato recipe because it's another creamy potato delight. All right, let's give this a shot. Nice. Oh yeah. So the inside's nice and fluffy and creamy, and then the outer shell is kind of crisp, and it's gonna be great. Potatoes are like one of my favorite foods, right? Can I get a hell yeah? Okay, please check out HilahCooking.com for this printable recipe and every printable recipe. And also that's the best way to reach me if you have an important question about a recipe or something like that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, and thanks. Bye, hope you try this. Twice baked potato, I can't hear you. Twice baked potato, say it again. Twice baked potato.